Large language models.
It's an expert at everything. I didn't think we'd get here in only 40 years.
Yeah.
But 10 years ago, I didn't believe we'd get here.
Yeah.
By 2026, artificial intelligence could automate up to 70% of the everyday tasks you currently do manually. But that's just the beginning of what's coming. We're about to walk through 17 technology trends that aren't distant possibilities or futuristic fantasies. These are developments happening right now, being deployed in real businesses, real hospitals, and real homes across the world. Some of these will change how you work, others will change how you think about your own body and mind, and a few of them are so radical that they challenge our basic assumptions about what it means to be human. Let's dive in. Brain-computer interfaces are no longer science fiction. Let's start with the most mind-bending development because it sets the tone for everything else. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, have moved from laboratory curiosities to actual medical devices being implanted in human beings. In early 2024, Neuralink confirmed it had successfully implanted its first chip in a human patient, enabling them to control a computer cursor using nothing but thought. But Neuralink isn't alone in this space. Companies like Synchron and Precision Neuroscience are developing less invasive alternatives that don't require drilling into your skull. These devices can potentially restore mobility and communication capabilities for people living with paralysis. In clinical trials, stroke patients have used BCIs to regain control of limbs or compose messages through pure thought. We're still in the earliest stages of this technology, but the implications are staggering. The ability to interface directly between human consciousness and digital systems represents a fundamental shift in what's possible. And it's no longer theoretical, it's happening. Generative AI is becoming infrastructure. By 2026, the majority of content you consume, whether reading, watching, or listening, will have been touched or entirely created by generative AI. This isn't speculation, it's already underway. OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic are pushing the boundaries of large multimodal models like GPT-5 and Gemini Ultra, systems capable of handling text, images, video, and audio within a single unified conversation. Adobe's Firefly and Runway ML are powering commercial video editing workflows. 11 Labs allows you to clone voices and generate natural-sounding speech in seconds. This represents more than just a technological trend. It's a fundamental shift in how content gets produced. Whether you're writing an article, producing a podcast, or creating marketing materials, AI has become an integrated part of the creative process. The transformation is so complete that distinguishing between human-created and AI-assisted content is becoming increasingly difficult and perhaps increasingly irrelevant. AI agents that actually work for you. The next evolution beyond generative AI is happening faster than most people realize. AI agents aren't just responding to prompts anymore. They're executing complete tasks from beginning to end without human intervention. Take Devon, an AI software engineer demonstrated by Cognition Labs in 2024. This system can build a functional website, debug code, and deploy it live, all autonomously. Tools like AutoGPT can already chain multiple tasks together. They can plan an itinerary, book reservations, send confirmation emails, and provide you with a complete summary. In corporate environments, these agents are being trained to onboard new employees, manage complex data sets, or respond to client inquiries automatically. The shift is profound. Instead of just chatting with AI, you're beginning to delegate meaningful work to it. The relationship is changing from tool to colleague. Humanoid robots enter the workforce. We've reached an inflection point where humanoid robots aren't just walking in demonstrations. They're working in actual commercial environments. In 2024, Figure AI signed a partnership with BMW to deploy its bipedal robot Figure 01 into automotive manufacturing facilities. Agility Robotics is placing its Digit robot in logistics centers, and Tesla's Optimus is already performing basic factory tasks like folding textiles and sorting components. What changed? These robots have achieved sufficient dexterity and reliability to be genuinely useful for repetitive tasks. More importantly, manufacturing costs are dropping rapidly. Some models are expected to cost less than a small car by 2026, making them economically viable for widespread deployment. The age of humanoid robots isn't coming, it's arrived. AI-powered home assistants get physical. Smart speakers used to be stationary devices that played music and answered basic questions. That era is ending. Amazon's Astro robot, first introduced in 2021, is evolving into something far more capable. It's already being deployed for home security patrols, elder care monitoring, and voice command task execution inside homes and offices. Apple is rumored to be developing its own tabletop robot, internally designated J595, that could swivel and track users during video calls. Meanwhile, in China, humanoid showroom assistants are already helping customers and distributing promotional materials. These assistants are moving beyond voice-only interaction, adding screens, mobility, articulated limbs, and in some cases, expressive facial features. The future of home automation isn't just smart, it's mobile. Edge AI chips turn every device into a brain. The next phone or laptop you purchase will almost certainly contain a dedicated AI processor. In 2026, Edge AI means real-time intelligence running directly on your device with no cloud dependency and no latency. Apple's A17 Pro and M4 chips already handle language translation, image editing, and voice recognition instantaneously without uploading anything. Qualcomm's Snapdragon X Elite is bringing equivalent processing power to Windows laptops. Intel's Meteor Lake chips incorporate NPUs, neural processing units that execute AI tasks with minimal power consumption. This represents a fundamental architectural shift. Every device you own is becoming its own intelligent system, capable of sophisticated processing without external connectivity. AI in healthcare gets frighteningly accurate. In 2024, Google DeepMind announced its AI model could detect 21 different types of diseases from retinal scans, sometimes identifying conditions earlier than human specialists. In the United States, hospitals are deploying AI systems to analyze patient data and identify signs of sepsis or cardiac risk hours before symptoms manifest clinically. AI is also being used in cancer treatment planning, personalizing chemotherapy regimens based on individual genetic profiles. The shift from generalized treatment protocols to AI-driven personalized medicine is accelerating. We're moving toward a future where your treatment is designed specifically for your unique biology rather than based on population averages. AR glasses finally replace screens. We've been promised augmented reality glasses for over a decade, but 2026 appears to be the year they achieve genuine practical utility. Apple's Vision Pro established the foundation, and now Meta, Xreal, and Samsung are developing lightweight glasses with real-time overlay capabilities. Imagine live captions, navigation arrows, and translated subtitles floating directly in your field of vision. By 2026, pulling out your phone to reply to a message or check directions might feel as antiquated as unfolding a paper map. With AI handling contextual awareness, these glasses could anticipate what information you need before you consciously realize you need it. Quantum computing approaches usefulness. Quantum computing has always sounded like distant science fiction, but 2026 might be the year it transitions into actual practical workflows. IBM reached 1,000 qubits in 2023 and plans to debut a 1,386 qubit chip this year. More importantly, they're developing error-corrected systems approaching the threshold of performing genuinely useful work, like simulating molecular interactions for pharmaceutical development or optimizing supply chains exponentially faster than classical computers. Companies like Google, IonQ, and Rigetti are advancing rapidly as well. We're still in early stages, but the demonstrations are becoming increasingly impressive, and the pace of progress is accelerating noticeably. Wearables that know you better than you know yourself. Wearable devices have evolved far beyond simple step counters. They're transforming into 24/7 health monitoring systems capable of tracking stress levels, blood oxygen saturation, and even detecting early signs of illness. Aura and Whoop are providing athletes and everyday users with recovery scores and detailed sleep cycle analysis. New models are adding non-invasive blood sugar tracking, eliminating the need for finger pricks. Companies like Movano are developing continuous blood pressure monitoring wearables. Some smart rings can detect subtle changes in skin temperature before you consciously feel sick. The best part? Many of these devices now feed data to AI systems that provide personalized health recommendations rather than just raw numbers. AI native operating systems. Your phone already suggests text completions and autocorrects on the fly. In 2026, that kind of intelligence won't just exist within apps. It's being integrated directly into operating systems at the foundational level. Microsoft is testing Copilot inside Windows 11, where you can ask your desktop to summarize documents, rewrite emails, or generate images without switching applications. Apple is expected to announce more AI-native features in macOS and iOS, running locally on device using their neural engines. This isn't about smarter individual apps anymore. It's your entire system thinking collaboratively with you, step by step. AI-enhanced robotics in retail and logistics. Agility Robotics began deploying its Digit robot in Amazon warehouses during 2024. Walmart is using autonomous shelf-scanning robots in over 1,000 store locations. If you're on a college campus, you've probably encountered Starship or Kiwi bots delivering food orders. These robots aren't remotely controlled. They use AI vision, real-time mapping, and adaptive learning algorithms. They're becoming more capable every week. With ongoing worker shortages in retail and logistics, these robots aren't a temporary experiment. They're becoming permanent infrastructure, workflow automation at enterprise scale. Tools like ServiceNow, UiPath, and Zapier are enabling companies to automate complete workflows from hiring processes to invoice generation without human intervention. ServiceNow reported up to 65% reduction in repetitive work within large organizations thanks to automation. Amazon's warehouses already use predictive analytics to coordinate the interaction between human workers and robotic systems. We're not just talking about automating individual tasks anymore. Entire business processes are running autonomously, and the transformation is accelerating. Privacy-first AI and local processing. Apple's newest chips can handle AI tasks directly on your device with no cloud connectivity required, no data upload, just fast private processing. Meta's Llama 3 models can also run locally. Intel's Meteor Lake chips are designed for this out of the box with integrated AI accelerators. With regulatory pressure building from Europe's GDPR and California's CCPA, AI systems are learning to operate offline while keeping your personal data under your control. Privacy is no longer being sacrificed for functionality, smart infrastructure, and IoT expansion. By 2026, there will be over 30 billion IoT devices deployed globally. We're talking about traffic lights that adjust timing in real time based on current congestion patterns, already operational in Singapore. Warehouses using AWS and Verizon to track inventory automatically without human input. In South Korea, smart poles provide everything from air quality monitoring to phone charging stations. The infrastructure around us is becoming intelligent and responsive. AI-crafted extended reality experiences. Virtual reality isn't just headsets and games anymore. It's becoming genuinely intelligent. In 2026, we'll see more AI-powered XR or extended reality, environments that generate themselves dynamically based on user behavior. NVIDIA is already demonstrating this with real-time characters capable of holding natural conversations. Meta is investing billions into avatars that don't just look realistic, but actually react and improvise contextually. At recent technology exhibitions, virtual retail spaces were adapting their layout in real time based on how people move through them. Low-code and no-code development explodes. Ever feel like building an application or custom tool requires engineering expertise? That assumption is rapidly becoming obsolete. By 2026, it's projected that over 75% of new applications will be built using low-code or no-code platforms. Tools like Glide, Bubble, and Microsoft Power Apps allow users to drag, drop, and publish functional applications. OpenAI is enabling people to build custom AI tools with zero coding required using their custom GPT builder. Google's AppSheet is helping businesses automate complete workflows without hiring developers. The barriers to creating functional software are collapsing. These 17 trends aren't arriving someday in a distant future. They're unfolding right now, being deployed in real environments, changing how we work, communicate, and understand our own capabilities. The world of 2026 won't just be slightly more advanced than today. It will be fundamentally different in ways we're only beginning to comprehend. The question isn't whether these changes are coming. The question is whether you're prepared for how quickly everything is about to transform.